Hey guys, if you live in tropical areas or subtropical areas, it is inevitable that eventually something like this will happen to you. We had this huge papaya which was about 15 feet tall, and because of Cat 1 storm, it snapped it in half overnight, and this is what I found in the morning. It is very unfortunate, very sad, but I have loads of green papayas scattered here. The whole crown fell off, and if something like this happens to you, don't despair, because there are many things you can do with green papayas. But for now, because of a very large quantity of these papayas, I'm not going to be able to cook them all, so I will have to find a very fast way to preserve them. You can eat green papayas in many different ways. There are many recipes to do it, but at the moment we're gonna have to preserve them, and we're gonna preserve papaya leaves as well. It would be a shame to waste it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, put it in my kitchen, and I'm gonna show you what to do with green papayas and papaya leaves, in case something like this happens to you, or even if it doesn't, you're gonna learn something useful. All right, talk to you in a little bit. Hey guys, today we are going to discuss what to do with green papayas. So if you run into green papayas, let's say in your store, or if you live in tropical areas, and let's say it's like storm and you lose a whole bunch of papayas, I mean, like they fall down, don't despair. There's actually a lot of things you can do with green papaya. So I just wanted to show you a few things you can do. So what I do when I end up with a lot of green papayas, I peel them. Let me just show you how to do that. So let me just show you real quick how you can peel papayas. So when you are peeling papayas, keep in mind that their skin does, their peel contains enzyme, which can cause allergies in some people, or what I notice, like when I work with green papaya, is that while while I'm peeling it or after I'm done peeling it, my skin becomes very soft, like super soft, like silky soft, and it's so smooth and silky that even the day after I peel papaya, it's kind of like slippery. So when I try to grab something with my hands, it kind of like just slips through. But if you have allergies, make sure you wear gloves. Okay, so I'm going to continue peeling this papaya, and then I'll show you what to do with it. All right, so now that we are done peeling green papaya, what you can do with it, you can do different things. You can use it in salad, you can grate it, you can use it in stew. So I'll show you what I do. I usually cut it in half. So in order to use it in salads, you can take your grater and just start grating like this. Or you can use any grater that you have. Alright, so just to give you an idea, like this is how it's gonna look like. Alright, it's finely grated. And what you can do, you can, once you're done grating it, you can just take some lemon, sprinkle over it, and you can eat it like that in salads. That's what I do. I mean, but you can, you can use vinegar or whatever else you have, or you can just chop it up and in like fine slices, and eat it like that. You can sprinkle it with lemon or whatever, vinegar, anything you like. I mean, it's you can eat it raw. You don't have to cook it. So it's a matter of preference and taste. It is the most delicious thing I discovered in Florida when I moved to Florida, because I'm from up north. So yeah. And another thing, what you can do is you can chop it up in little squares and you can make stew with it. Kind of like this, like little squares, and then just make some stew. Cook it just like potatoes. It tastes like I would say kind of like a mixture between potato and radish or daikon. So it's really good in stews. It is excellent for your digestion. So I mean, don't throw away green papayas. They can be definitely used in different ways. So once again, you can make salad. You can eat it raw like this. You can cut it in small pieces. The only thing is, like, when you work with it, your hands will be sticky because of latex. It has this kind of like latexy sap that makes your hands sticky, but I mean, you can wash off your hands and it's okay. The only thing, like, next day your hands will be like so smooth and they're gonna feel like baby hands, because papaya has a lot of benefits for skin, and people use it to treat like acne and different skin conditions. It opens pores. But it's like papaya is extremely healthy plant. It has vitamin C, E, A, folate. I mean, it has like antioxidants. It burns calories and fat deposits. So if you have some weight issues, if you're overweight, this is definitely going to help you. So there's definitely a lot of benefits to eating green papaya. So don't throw it away. Eat it, enjoy it. It is the most delicious thing that I discovered in Florida. It was, great discovery for me, because I thought that you can eat papayas only when they're ripe, but you can actually do a lot of things with green papaya. So think of it as a vegetable. When it's green, you can eat it as a vegetable. Like, just think of it as one giant fat daikon, or kind of like a big squash type of thing. So let's say you end up with a lot of them, like a whole bucket or bin full of green papayas. What you can do, you can simply freeze them. Okay, so what I do, I chop them up in squares. So let me show you. So what I do is I cut them in squares, and I put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them. And you don't have to blanch them or anything. They freeze very well. They're not going to change color or anything in the freezer. And you can use them in stew. They make great stew, all right? You can slice them if you prefer them sliced. You can you can cut them in any way you want, but don't throw them away. So they freeze very well. You can put them in your deep freezer and use them later. Like, so when you don't have much time, you can take your frozen Ziploc bag of frozen papayas and throw them in stew, and they taste like a mixture of daikon and potato. So what I do, for example, will chop up some meat. You can get whatever meat you like. I prefer lamb, but it's like whatever your taste is. So chop it up and add these papayas, and you can add other vegetable as well. Like here in Florida, I grow a lot of green potatoes. Sweet potatoes. I use a lot of sweet potato leaves, so I chop up sweet potatoes and I add green papayas to the stew. You know, add some lamb or bison meat or whatever meat you like, and you know, I make stew. So see, this is how they look like when they're chopped up. So just put them in Ziploc bags, put them in the freezer, and you can, you know, use it whenever you want later on. So once again, green papaya, very good, very delicious, very healthy. The only kind of like a side note, if you have sensitive skin, put your gloves on, because you know, papaya sap contains this type of enzyme that basically kills dead cells. But if you, which is actually really good for your skin. But if you're chopping up a lot of green papayas, your skin will feel so silky and so smooth that everything will be flying out of your hands, you know, because they're gonna be like way too smooth. So that's at least my experience, but you know, some people are allergic to it. All right, so that's what you do with green papayas. Chop them up, put them in Ziploc bags, freeze them. All right, bye.